Welcome back to advennature. If you're new to the channel, I'm Tony.
I'm Sheila, and this is our dog Silver.
We're currently at Roper Lake State Park in southeastern Arizona. It is not as well known as some of the other birding hotspots such as Madera Canyon or Chiricahua Mountains, but it's still a great area to visit if you're in the area. It's also an excellent place for a variety of dragonflies, some of which are very localized or rare in the state of Arizona.
Situated at an elevation of 3,130 feet, Roper Lake State Park is located 6 miles south of Safford in southeastern Arizona. Although not as well known as other southeastern Arizona birding hotspots, Roper Lake State Park is worth a visit. A good number of rare birds have been found here, including Arizona's only record of the ringed kingfisher. This photo is of a ringed kingfisher taken by Tony in Mexico. We added this photo to show just how amazing this bird looks. The park sits at the base of southeastern Arizona's tallest Sky Island mountain range, the Pinaleños. At 10,724 feet, Mount Graham is the tallest summit within the range. The park has a visitor center and pay station. Three campgrounds and 8 cabins that are furnished with a full-size bed and bunk beds with mattresses. We're at Patagonia Lake State Park in Arizona. Decided to stay in one of their cabins. This is the Mustang Cabin. It is pet friendly. Come on, Sil. Bring your own bedding. Silver has her bed. Do get electric. Can sleep up to 5 people in here. Got a set of bunk beds over here. Using it as an office. Another bed here. The main feature of Roper Lake State Park is a man-made 32-acre lake. The lake is a good area to look for waterfowl in the winter, and a few shorebirds may be found during migration. We encountered this least sandpiper along the shoreline on its migration northward towards its breeding grounds. This tiny sandpiper can typically be identified by its yellowish legs, unless they are covered in mud, which then may make identification more of a challenge. For dragonfly enthusiasts, the lake is a magnet for several rarities during summer, such as this red-tailed pennant, good numbers of the 4-spotted pennant, and the only known location in Arizona for the Halloween pennant. Surrounded by the lake on 3 sides, the island day use area has many mature trees that attract a good variety of birds. Although not really an island, This is one of our favorite areas in the park to look for species, such as this unmistakable male vermilion flycatcher. This handsome little devil is a fairly common summer visitor and often perches on lower branches of trees, typically in the vicinity of water. The grayish-brown female is less distinct, with a pinkish belly. The strikingly beautiful male hooded Oreo can often be found perched on top of trees during the summer months in the southwestern United States. Males in northwestern Mexico and the southwestern United States tend to be more yellow, while males in South Texas and eastern Mexico are more orange. The large trees also attract a number of warblers, such as this yellow-rumped warbler in winter, the Lucy's warbler in summer, and the migrant McGillivray's warbler. The large and plump white-winged dove is a common resident in the park. Its distinct "Who cooks for you?" call is a familiar sound in the southwestern deserts. It can be distinguished from other similar doves at a distance by the distinctive white edge on their wings. The similar-looking Eurasian collared dove has a black crescent on the back of its neck. This non-native dove can be found in urban and suburban areas throughout much of the United States. The Abrett's towhee is fairly common in the park. It is nearly endemic to the Sonoran Desert of Arizona, its range barely extending into the surrounding states and northern Mexico. Gambled quail can often be seen scurrying along the ground in the campgrounds. Located 3 miles south along Highway 191, Dankworth Pond is a separate unit of the park. The pond has a surface area of 15 acres and is fed by a natural artesian spring. The cattails that border the edge of the lake are a good area to look for the tiny marsh wren. On the south end of the pond, the 1.75-mile Dos Ariels Trail meanders through mesquite woodland, then through a short stretch of riparian forest. Dankworth Pond is a good alternative during the summer weekends when Roper Lake is usually crowded with day visitors. This double-crested cormorant can easily be confused with the very similar-looking neotropic cormorant. which can also be found at Dankworth and Roper Lake. The double-crested, though, is slightly larger and has a shorter tail. At closer range, the lures, the area first in front of the eye, are almost always orange on the double-crested and a dull blackish to gray on the neotropic. A common resident in the cattails at Dankworth Pond is a great-tailed grackle. The all-black male has a distinct yellow eye and a large keel-shaped tail. The slightly smaller and browner female has a somewhat darker eye and a narrower tail. The RedWinged Blackbird is common at both Roper Lake and nearby Dankworth Pond. Huge flocks roost in the cattails at night during the winter months. We were stopped in our tracks to let this western diamondback rattlesnake take its sweet time to cross the trail. Although they can grow up to 7 feet long, this individual was only about 3 feet long. This venomous snake can be readily identified from a distance by its distinct black and white striped tail. While the ornate tree lizard uses its camouflage to blend in on a tree trunk, this individual was easy to spot as it soaked up the warm morning sun along the trail. We also found the zebratailed lizard basking on a rock just a few feet away. Both lizards were in the same vicinity as the western diamondback rattlesnake. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button and feel free to add a comment if you have any questions. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to watch our next episode from the spectacular Cave Creek Canyon.